Celebrating its 50th anniversary, Sanibel Island remains a place where history and nature thrive.
Yeah, thanks to a new plan, 70% of the land is protected, keeping the island's spirit alive. Gulf Shore business editor David Dorsey explains how the community rebuilds while staying true to its roots.
Sanibel Island is celebrating its 50th birthday, the golden anniversary of the government entity. But right here at the Historical Museum, I'm surrounded by buildings far older than that. Burnap Cottage here was built in 1898. It gives you an idea and a sense of the environment, a sense of place, and it tells you a story of how buildings would be built here on the island and how they would not be built.
There's a reason why you don't see chain restaurants or sky-high condominium buildings here on the island. That's because in 1974, Sanibel incorporated as a city and went to work on banning them. John Lai, president of the Sanibel-Captiva Chamber of Commerce, explained how Sanibel has kept its character all of these years.
When they incorporated, what they did was they allowed the Sanibel plan to not only protect the way that Sanibel was physically, but they protected a way of life, and they captured that 50 years ago that we live by now in that Sanibel plan, where 70% of our land's in conservation, so it protects things from going up.
Hurricane Ian devastated the island more than 2 years ago. Slowly and surely, many of the island's businesses and restaurants have reopened. Others are getting ready to rebuild. As they do, how can they thread the needle between being resilient and maintaining the island's character, the essence of the Sanibel plan?
That's a good question. And if you don't have to look any further than Shalimar, as you mentioned, to really see how that can be done. And that's go up as resilient as we can so that if the next flood should come, that those buildings are raised for that. As sea level rise and storming continues to be an issue here on our barrier island.
You can read more about the island state of mind in this month's issue of Gulf Shore Business Magazine, and you can get an idea about what the next 50 years of Sanibel Island will look like as they approach groundbreaking for the new Bailey's store here on Sanibel Island. I'm David Dorsey with Gulf Shore Business.